220, 222, 223. Is
that enough, man?
One more.
Oh, shit.
Next on the Mad N Caz. It's the Mad
and the loser.
Football Focus, where the focus is scoring 200 points in 3 consecutive weeks.
No, the focus is me 2-9 all time versus you.
2-9?
2-9. All right, let me tell y'all a story real quick. Okay.
I love it.
For those of y'all who know Tecmo Bowl, I'm about to go back. I could beat anybody on Tecmo Bowl. There's only 4 people I couldn't beat. The Mad Bomber, the Mad Scientist in Raw, the Mad Genius in J-Rock, and the Old Reliable in Pops. This dude used to play with the Saints on Tecmo Super Bowl on Nintendo. They had a great defense, but a terrible offense. Do you know? I played Daddy with the Detroit Lions and lost.
Yeah,
with Barry Sanders in excellent condition. And I still lost. Every time he got to the goal line, fumbled the ball. Ricky Jackson hit him. Pat Swilling hit him, fumbled the ball. I'm like,
you know what? You see,
Brett Maxey catching the pick, which is, you know.
But you know, see though, it's like
kryptonite.
Yeah, it's like it's like I was just thinking of a song.
3 Doors Down.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's one of them things. Somewhere, you know, you go against the masters. Yeah, but you will reach the mark, son. Because you know what they always say, son.
What?
Guilty feet have no rhythm, dog. Anyway, you know, it was a good game. Like I said, man, you know, and it was just like how, you know, I thought it was gonna be. You know, you had Mahomes. Like I said, so, you know, in this league, you know, you always have a chance. And like I said, you had Mahomes. You know, I think the only thing really helped me was the kicker. Because I had the Chiefs kicker.
Yeah, my kicker didn't help me at all.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So you look at that, then you didn't have Kamara. But, you know, I'm going to say this now. You know, I don't care who, I don't give a damn who get mad. But I think me and you will have a rematch in the championship.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Because I think both our teams are strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we'll see each other again. And hopefully, you know, hopefully we end in that time.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. I doubt it, but
we'll do a gentleman's bet.
Yeah.
Defense and kickers the only ones we got started. That'll be fun. That
would be good. But as y'all know, you know, Saints were off this week, but there's a couple of things that me and my baby brother want to get off our chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We talking about the Saints, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the rewind button. Okay, Monday night.
Yes.
Saints put on the show.
Yeah, like they always do on Monday night.
Like they always do on Monday night. Again, Redskins only score how many points? 19. So that seems, like I said, that seems to be their average. You know, that's pretty good. You can win like that. He broke the record. Congratulations, Drew.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I don't like is, and like I said, we're gonna hit the fast forward button. You know, everybody's downplaying what Drew did.
Right.
I don't appreciate that. You got Maurice, Bowling Ball Drew,
James Coon Jones.
Yeah, with James. Yeah, what name did I have for him? couldn't
cornball.
Something like Anyway, so you know,
Like
all these guys, even Skip, moved the Gold Coast Bayless, jumped in.
Yeah, he always.
He always does. He came in and chimed in and just really tried to downplay and took the shine off of Breeze and tried to bring it right back to Brady. Why he's so great.
Yeah.
Super Bowl rings out of it. Okay, Brady was in the league a year or two before Drew.
2 years. Yeah.
2 years before Drew got in. Granted, it was a different league back then, right?
Yeah.
It was a different league back then. It was more 50-50 pass run. You had some teams that run film, some teams that.
I think though, around those times, that's when you had the one back, and the backs was the guy. Like Danny and the Deuce, and you had Corey Dillon.
Fullback still matter.
Yeah, fullback still matter.
Fullback still matter too. In tight ends. In that era.
More blocking tight ends.
Right. In that era. So you put this Brady back in that era. I mean, he probably would still do the same things, but I mean, you can't dismiss. Remember, this guy had a 20% chance to ever play again. Drew Brees did. Right. And this guy came back, and just became this phenomenal first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback, which I said he was going to be soon after he won his first Super Bowl. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
One thing I can say is that one thing that they are saying, because what they're saying is they'd rather have Brady or Rodgers or whatever over Drew Brees. Now, mind you, Drew Brees is 5'10", 5'11", soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Drew Brees is, like I think I said this last week, Drew Brees is a guy that you got your Baker Mayfield, you got your Russell Wilson, you got your shorter quarterbacks.
Tyrod
Taylor, thank you. You got, he made a lane for these guys. You got a 2-lane highway. He broke that lane to make it like short guys can come out and play. And I think you got to give him a little credit for that.
Right.
And I think,
no pun intended, right?
Yes, true. But I think what they are saying, he is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Yeah. You both say he's a first ballot. But see, that's their opinion, and I don't think Maurice Jones-Drew would know what a great quarterback is if it landed in his face.
If it handed him the football. Right, exactly. Absolutely.
James Jones has a little credence because he played with Rodgers.
Right, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said, that's, we look at it as that's their opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as me and you, we watched Drew play, and I think Drew's great. I think all of the, you got to look at it too. And one thing I can say that nobody can ever refute. Tom Brady is always was with Belichick.
True.
Drew Brees, I think he had 3 different coaches in San Diego. Was Schottenheimer? Schottenheimer was there this whole time. Yeah. But Drew Brees proved, because he did good in San Diego, Drew Brees proved that he can play in 2 different systems and do good.
Well, you got to remember. The first with Schottenheimer, he was playing under Schottenheimer's system. It was this,
Right.
But when he came to New Orleans, Sean Payton tailor-made that offense to him.
Yeah.
All of his strengths, none of his weaknesses, and just let him flourish. We talked about it. Early on in Drew Brees' career, Drew used to do a lot of rollouts. Yeah. He used to do a lot of rollouts. He used to put his athleticism on display on the rollouts. Right. But as he got better command of the offense, he just let him run. Right. I believe that. I mean, again, you got to remember, Drew Brees led a Saints team without a head coach to a 7-9 season.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, people are not giving them credit for that. They say, "Oh, well, the record 7-9." I mean, come on, man. Look at the defense that we have. Yeah. One of them 5,000-yard seasons, they had the worst defense ever. You know what I mean? So you got to give this guy credit. Like I said, we used to them not giving him the credit. But like I said, you can't take the yards. A lot of people say it's empty yards or whatever. But
see, and people want to say he's padding stats.
But if you're behind and you got to pass the ball.
Well, no, not necessarily that. But okay, that's why you play the game. Yeah. There's always going to be a stat that's going to be tracked. Now, if you set up and say, well, they creating accolades to give to them, okay, you might have a leg to stand on. But I mean, everybody's padding stats. When Peyton Manning threw for 55 touchdowns, was he not padding stats? Yeah. When Tom Brady threw, was he not padding stats?
Yeah.
So
see, let me tell you how funny that is
mm-hmm.
with the Peyton Manning thing, because Peyton Manning broke Drew Brees' record by 1 yard. That shouldn't even count, because I think it was something that happened. I know that year. You know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm.
he beat. So okay. So you not trying to tell me that they knew what the record was,
right?
So. Okay, Peyton, you need to throw for this such and such yards. We had a number 1 seed, so I want you to throw for these yards. I'm gonna take you out the game. So he wasn't padding stats.
Right.
Is that not padding stats? Is that not padding stats? Exactly. Because if you look at it, when Drew Brees threw for 5,000 yards, when he broke Dan Marino's record,
that was week what, 16 or 15?
Yeah, it was week 16. It was week 16 because they played Atlanta on Monday night, and that was a division game.
Right.
Atlanta made the playoffs that year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think we had the division.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, like I said, but you want to beat a rival on Monday night,
right? Of course.
And I think that was a close game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, no, it wasn't a close game.
They blew them out, but
it was. Yeah, I want to say they had them about 2 scores.
Yeah, 2 scores. But, but like I said, it is what it is. Yeah, right. But anyway, we played the Ravens this week. Yeah. Anyone you want to hit on for the y'all?
Man, nah. Just shout out to Traquan Smith. I had him on the bench, and if I'd have started him, I'd have won. But I had Kamara playing. Defense looked good.
Without Lattimore. Without PJ for a little bit. Yeah.
So I mean, and like I said, it looked like the defense is starting to hit their stride.
I think they only had that. I think they only had that 2 weeks was real bad.
Right.
Against Atlanta and against Tampa.
Right.
But I think they got there, like you said. I know you put that phone call to Mickey.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So now they playing a lot better.
I gave them the defensive scheme that they're using. So
pretty much. So they're not letting nothing go over their head.
Right.
And I like the matchup against the Ravens because they got John Brown. Is it John Brown?
Yeah.
He can get deep. So like I said, if you keep him in front of you like they did again with Odell, and I think you can win the game. I mean, the Saints have the number 1 rushing defense. Yeah, with number 1, they allowing 70-something yards a game. You got Davenport stepping up.
Yes.
You got Sheldon Rankin stepping up. So that's all you need, man. Just play your game.
Early season favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Davenport.
I
think if he gets in line and starts getting some sacks.
But see, that's the thing, and this is what I don't like, man. They're not. You look at Davenport. He's not rushing. He's rushing the passer, right? But he's wreaking havoc on that line.
Yes, and that's all you need them to do is pay attention to you.
That's it.
If you pay attention, we need to double and do.
Yeah.
Then you got Campbell.
You're putting the clock in his head.
Exactly.
Getting him off the spot, making him move.
Alex Smith scared. Man.
Yeah, he did. I ain't never seen Alex Smith play like that. I mean, I was saying that Alex Smith, he always finds a way to beat us, but I mean, we look like we bottled him up. Put him back in the lamp. So,
which is always good.
Right. Shout outs to Mark Ingram. He came back and looked like he didn't miss a beat at all. At the cost of my man Kamara only getting 8-9 points.
But I think and like I said, like I told you, I think there was going to be an Ingram game because he hadn't played, and I think that was going to be a Drew Brees game so he can get the record.
Right, but I didn't think that they were going to be going to Traquan. I said, man, it's going to be Cam Meredith. He's going to have that hot hand. But
and speaking of that, coming off the bye, that's another thing I like. See, with Traquan Smith stepping up, that makes it. This is another thing we're going to talk about in a little bit. Traquan Smith stepping up, did that make Ginn expendable?
I would say no, but you know what though? I talked to a guy this weekend that really, he knows more football. He's forgotten more football than I'll probably ever know. And I remember him saying 10, 15 years ago, this is what the Saints need to do. Get you a speed guy to take the top off of defense and make them choose what their poison is going to be. And sure enough, that's exactly what the Saints been doing this year. You got Ginn going over top. Okay, you gonna take the top way. Okay, we're gonna go underneath. We're gonna get you with possession. Yeah, and that's one thing I like about Mac Thomas that I really didn't care too much about what your boy Marcus Coleman. Coleman, right? Is it Coleman? No, not Coleman. Receiver, man. Your boy. Coastal, thank you.
Okay. I thought you were talking about
No. But he would catch the ball
and fall down.
Yeah. He don't give himself up.
I noticed though. I noticed a different era of receivers because Lance Moore used to do the same thing, and I think Henderson did. I think all of them dudes, those dudes did that.
Yeah.
I think they did that. But now, Mike Thomas fight for yards.
Actually,
to his detriment in the Cleveland game and in the Tampa game, which he fumbled, he was doing the same thing. So you can't really get mad at him for effort.
Right. But also he's got a certain mentality about him that I haven't seen in the Saints receiving, well, besides Jimmy Graham in years.
Not even Jimmy.
Aggressive.
Not even Jimmy.
No, Jimmy was aggressive. He get out there and he talk his trash, but
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 back it up.
Sometimes, depending on who's guarding him, if Talib is guarding him,
exactly.
But Thomas, I mean, just how good he did. He got one cornerback. He got the $15 million man benched for a quarter. Yeah. So I mean, Mike Thomas is the real deal.
He's a real deal. And
thank you, Keyshawn, man, for coaching that boy.
Yeah, and I think he's a good guy to have. You need that type of guy on your team. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think next week, going into the Ravens game, 3:25 kickoff was one of the main games on the evening. I think going into that game, if you play your game, and I think they're gonna mix more of Kamara, because like I always say, even with the Rams, they 5-0 and they looking good. They on everybody's radar. I still think that their linebackers cannot mess with Kamara. It's going to be a shootout. That might be like a 50-52 game or something.
With the Ravens?
Like that. No, with the Rams.
Oh,
with the Ravens, their running game is not all of that. So, the Saints already got the number one defense as far as running, but you got to worry about the receivers. Flacco is supposedly on a hot streak. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just think if, you play your game, and this game is very important because Drew Brees has never been. That's the only team he has not beaten.
Yeah.
So you gotta take care of it.
Stop the game and throw a flag for that one too.
Yeah, for real.
So you stop the game and throw a flag for that
so
one.
I mean, because he'll be the second quarterback to do it. No, third, because Brett Favre did it.
Brett Favre
and Peyton Manning, and then Drew Brees will be the
Tom Brady ain't breaking that.
Dude, they ain't gonna say. See, they ain't gonna say nothing about that. But anyway, we hearing rumblings on Twitter about Ted Ginn and Patrick.
That's an interesting trade. I mean,
because the Cardinals. I mean, here's why the trade would make sense to me. Trade makes sense to me is you got another good corner because you lost Patrick Robinson, so you could put Crawley on the slot guy, and you got Patrick Peterson on the other side, and you have Marshawn Lattimore on the other. You still got Marcus Williams, Coleman, and Von Bell. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you're getting rid of Ginn. You don't play the Cardinals. The Cardinals don't look like they're going to have a good team. You give them a weapon, and then you still got Traquan, you got Meredith, you got Mike Thomas, you got Ben Watson, you got Kamara. You still got your offensive, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't mind the trade. I wouldn't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither. And if we do win, and when we do win the Super Bowl, Ted Ginn still get a ring. So,
everybody
and he'll probably get paid.
I mean, everybody, because I think we only signed him to 2 years.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, so if you trade him, he'll be a free agent. Then we could probably try to get him back.
I didn't think that, they must not value Peterson that high.
Well, that's true. But, I mean, because we don't have a first-round pick.
No.
I'll give him a second. I'll give him a second for him. Why not?
Is Peterson, is he injury-prone?
Not really.
Not really?
No. And he can still play. But, like I said, he's one of those guys where, hey, man, I want to be on the winner. He's at that point where, hey, I want to be on the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, he got to be.
Interesting.
Because he got close. They got close that year.
Interesting. Yeah. I know another athlete that got pretty close. And, the next year he went to a team that actually won a championship. And he got his first ring. Kevin Durant. So, are they going to call Patrick Peterson the snake or...
Nah, well, if you
I mean, come on, man. I mean, still, though, but, all right then. But I would like to trade. I would want to see exactly how the specifics would go. And I would like to see Patrick Peterson come back home. He went to LSU.
Yeah.
So I would like to see Patrick Peterson come back home. I wanted to see Tyrann Mathieu come back home.
Yeah, but that would be, we was already set at safety.
Right. Yeah, Von Bell look like he coming on too. Well, so
that's what I'm saying, man. I think it's the perfect time, right before the bye. I hate that bye was so early.
Me too.
Like I said, you get Marshawn back, you get everybody back and healthy, man, and go on that stretch run. Because like I said, after this game, you got a tough stretch where you got the Vikings on Sunday night, you got the Rams, and you got the Eagles. So you got a tough. So y'all got to be
funny?
healthy.
Out of all three of them teams, only the Eagles look very beatable.
Of course.
The Vikings very beatable.
Yeah. I
The
think all
Rams-
the teams look beatable. I mean, like I said, if you just tighten up against the Rams, I think that's gonna be the toughest test.
Yeah.
But you know, if you just tighten up your defense and do what you need to do, then I think because I don't know these last couple of teams that they played. Well, they played the Broncos and they got a good pass rush.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they ran the ball.
Yeah.
Gurley had 200 yards.
Yeah.
So, but if you have the number one defense, which is what we got, if you stop that, I mean, like I said, you never know. Well, it'll be interesting to see. But I'm going with the Saints, obviously, in the Ravens.
Of course, me too. Yeah,
All right.
Saints too.
All right, so let's go through this real quick, brother.
Yeah, sure.
Thursday night, Broncos versus the Cardinals.
I got the Broncos, man. They bounced
I'm
back.
going to go with the Broncos myself. Titans and Chargers.
Man, I betted against the Chargers last week. I ain't gonna do it this
Oh,
week.
you know, I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm
But
going
I
with the Chargers.
do think that the Chargers is going to be one of those teams that's going to surprise people.
Okay.
I think they're going to be the second wild card.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Chiefs going to win the division.
Yeah, of course.
So I think the Chargers have the ability, if they're healthy, to beat the Patriots.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So we're going with the Chargers in that one.
I agree.
Patriots and Bears. Are you starting the Bears defense?
Yeah, I'm starting the Bears defense. Yeah, I'm starting the Bears. I'm going with the Bears.
What?
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears.
Okay, all right.
Khalil Mack, man. They lost to Miami in a tough one.
Yeah. How did defense do for you?
They did okay. Not as well as I would have hoped, of course. Probably would have made it look a little bit more respectable.
Yeah.
But I think Khalil Mack is going to have a field day on that offensive line of the Patriots. So I need my man Trubisky. And Trubisky didn't do bad.
Nah,
He
really
didn't do
did
bad.
good.
So, yeah. So,
I'm going to go with the Patriots, man.
okay.
I mean,
They always find a way to win.
Yeah,
They find a way to beat the Chiefs. Chiefs had them too, boy, but 30 seconds left on the clock, man. That's too much time for Tom Brady.
I thought they had like a minute. Or
No, just a joke.
something like
That was a
that.
joke.
But I'm just saying, 30 seconds is too much
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Bills and Colts.
Man, I'm going with the Bills.
I'm going with the Colts. You know
Okay.
why? Because Josh Allen is out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Man, okay.
And Peterman and I think if you was to come in and play, matter of fact, I know if you was to come in and play against Peterman, you would pick him off.
Probably would.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Probably do a pick six on him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I ain't that fast. I never
thought
would.
his pick sixes though be so easy.
Oh, okay. So right there by the end zone, pick and just.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going with the Bills.
Well, I'm going with the Colts.
Okay.
Texans and the Jaguars.
Ooh.
Battle
Game of
with
the
3
week.
and 3s.
Game of the week.
I'm going with the Jaguars on that one.
I'm going with the Jags too, man. I'm going with the Jags.
I
too,
mean,
man.
their defense kind of let me down against the Cowgirls.
I heard, man. I heard. You had to talk to me about that one, man.
I'm gonna need some counseling for that.
All right.
Both of us going with the Jags.
Yeah.
All right, the Lions and the Dolphins. It's a tough one. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. They gonna pick it back up.
Because I don't know if Osweiler is playing or not. Because I know he
Yeah.
played against
Yeah.
which was shocking me. So you Lions.
Yeah.
Lions. Okay.
No, I got the Dolphins.
Dolphins. Okay,
Got
the Dolphins. All right, I got the Lions.
Yeah.
All right, Vikings versus Jets. Don't you do it. Don't you. I'm going with the Vikings.
I'm going with the Jets, dog. I gotta get back in the game. So I didn't took too many L's last week, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
All right, so okay, you going with the Jets. I'm going with the Vikings. Okay.
Yeah.
Panthers and Eagles. This is a good game right here. I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm going with the Panthers, dog. I'm
Really?
going with the Panthers. Yeah. I'm going with the Panthers.
They
dog.
didn't look good against the Redskins. Man.
They didn't, but I think that was an aberration. I think Josh Norman gave him some inside information.
And he picked them up, so
yeah,
he picked up Cam.
Exactly. He did it in practice too. So
Yeah, they got to.
that's why they got into a fight.
Yeah. All right, the Browns versus Buccaneers.
Don't
you do it.
I'm going with the Browns.
I know you was going to do it. I'm going with the. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Browns too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Browns. I'm gonna go with the
I'm
Browns.
going to go with the Browns. I mean, James Winston's gonna find a way to lose the game.
Again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Saints and Ravens. We picked that already. All right, Cowboys and Redskins. Or the Native Americans.
Yeah, I'm going with the indigenous people to this land. You know?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Skins myself.
Right.
Skins. Okay. Rams and 49ers Sunday night.
Man, I'm going.
No, I'm sorry, not Sunday night. 3 o'clock.
I'm going with the Rams, but 49ers, bro, they came to
They
fight.
look good yesterday.
They came to
man.
fight.
They
came
look
to fight,
They
man.
look good.
They came to
I'm
fight.
gonna go with the Rams, obviously.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with the Rams.
Okay. Sunday night. Now the Chiefs are on Sunday night again. How that happen?
Hey, he's prime time, baby. It's prime time.
Chiefs and Bengals.
Ooh, I got the Chiefs, man. You know that.
Going
Chiefs
too. I'm going to Chiefs.
Clean sweep.
All right. Giants and Falcons Monday night. This is an easy one, right?
Falcons.
Yeah.
Falcons. All day.
But you know, it's funny how the league set it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Barkley had a great game against the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then, you know, so now he's been on prime time 2 weeks in a row.
Mm. It's funny.
Ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Mahomes been on the, you know,
Yeah.
league know what they doing, man.
Yeah.
You put Drew Brees on, you know, on Monday night when he break the record. Boy, let me tell you. This is
Cut the check. Cut the check, man. Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Cut the check, man.
Man, you got anything else?
Nah, it was a good week for games. You know, once I seen you hit 100 and I had 50, I was like, yeah, the game's over.
You know, man, like I said, I looked at it earlier and I was up by 3, but your defense played. My defense didn't play yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think, you know, like I said, we have our own way of looking at it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I try not to look at the game because I think it's like a sort of like a little jinx.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at the highlights and I seen Thielen went off for him, and I was like, God, dog, you know what I'm saying? And then
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, you know, and Mahomes, you know, but. I was looking at it in the span of a minute. I had all my players scored. Threw it like Andrew Luck threw a touchdown pass. Joe Mixon scored in the Steelers game. Then Antonio Brown on that next drive scored. So I was like, I felt kind of good. And then Gurley just topped it off with his 200 yards. And, you know what I'm saying? So it just felt good, man. Like I said, and then you know another thing, son. You know I'm the high scorer in the league now too, right?
Yeah, about how many points? About like 20-something points?
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm like I said, I'm just trying to keep my streak up, man. But shout out to all them boys.
4 in a row, bro. 4 in a row. It's not bad.
Well, what 4 in a row? What? 4 wins in a row?
Yeah, 4 wins in a row.
Yeah. Now 3 games, 3 straight, 200s.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get another one.
Good luck.
You know, it's gonna be tough.
You gotta get 2 more to break my record.
Ooh,
it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough, man. But you anything else, bro?
Now, man, y'all be safe.
Be safe out
there. The hawk is upon us.
Yeah, it's nice and chilly. Nice and nipply.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I love it.
I hate it.
I love it.
I hate it, man. I do not like the cold weather. So, stay frosty, everybody.
Yeah, and like I said, man, you know, last but not least, you know, shout out to
no doubt,
Serenity Designs.
I'm gonna let you say it, man.
Yeah. Serenity Designs on the shirt. Shout out to Jay Will, baby
no
bro,
doubt.
for editing the video. Y'all you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You know, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Show us some love. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to shout out or whatnot. We might start that to pick up a phone call game, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I might get some people. That
JJ's first on the list, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We might try to see what's up with him. I know I'm gonna be on.
I got a special guest I want to bring on too.
Yeah, bring it. Me too.
Baby sister Kimberly.
I
need to talk some football.
Yeah.
And mama, man. We got to get mama in here too.
Mama will be down here next month. So
okay, cool. Oh yeah, we gotta be real good.
We'll be able to do that, and like I said, I know I'm gonna be
fight
on.
Might break out, you know.
Maybe, but I will let you guys know that I might be on a little hiatus in a couple of maybe like a week or 2. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens.
Special delivery.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But it won't be long. Maybe like a week.
Yeah, that's cool. They ain't gonna miss us.
Nah.
We'll be back. We'll be back
stronger than ever.
Yeah,
You know
no doubt.
But y'all be safe.
Yeah, no doubt, man.